Now I know this is not the normal video that I make, but we are not in normal times right now, and I do know that there are a hell of a lot more important things to worry about than what is on Netflix. But some people could use the distraction because we're going to basically locked down for the next couple of weeks, maybe even longer. People are going to need something to do, get their mind off of things. So I'm going to give you 5 of my shows on Netflix. I'll talk about the popular ones, talk about the ones that you might not know about. And these are in no real particular order. Just 5 of my shows on Netflix that you might not know about, because finding stuff on Netflix can be hard to do. Let's just get right into this list. Now, the number 5 show on my list is called Glitch. Now, quick little rundown without spoiling anything in case you want to watch it. It's basically about people returning from the dead. Now, I'm not talking about Walking Dead style where they're eating people. It's not that kind of returning from the dead type of thing. They're returning from the dead looking like how they looked when they died. Even people who have been dead for decades, they come back looking like themselves, not knowing why, confused. Everybody's trying to figure out why they're back from the dead. There's 3 seasons on there. And I'm pretty sure it's done. Don't think there's going to be any more, but it's definitely a show you can check out. In my opinion, it's good. Now, number 4, Altered Carbon. Now, this show is basically about the powerful people living forever in what they call stacks. They're almost like SD cards. They're implanted in the back of their neck, and all their memories and stuff is basically downloaded onto these stacks. And if you die, your body dies, all they got to do is just re-upload that stack into a new body. It is some crazy shit, but it's got 2 seasons on there. The second season just came on like last week. It's very good. I already watched the second season, so I'm all caught up on this. Now, it starts off in season 1 with the main guy of the show who has been dead for centuries, I think, for a very long time. I'm gonna call it an SD card because that's basically what it is. It's an SD card. It is reinserted into a new sleeve or a new body, and he's basically playing detective, trying to find out who killed somebody else. That's basically how the show starts. So without getting more into it, there's 2 seasons. The second season just came out like 2 weeks ago, I think. Like I said, definitely worth checking out. Number 3 is called The Society. 1 season. There's only 1 season of this show so far. The second season is coming this year, though. It's basically about high school kids who go away on a trip and come back, and all their parents, everybody is gone except for everybody who is in this high school. There's no parents, there's no rules. They basically got to govern themselves. And what do you think is going to happen when you got a bunch of high school kids running around with no parents? Think about it. That's number 3. All right, number 2 is called Spinning Out. It's a figure skating show. Don't judge me. Watch it before you judge me, because it's about figure skating, but it's more about the mental health of this figure skater. She's trying to work her way back into figure skating after she suffers a crazy fall and a dangerous fall. I think she was in a coma or something like that. She tries to work her way back. Now, her family history deals with bipolar disorder. So her mom's bipolar, she's bipolar. So she's trying to juggle being bipolar and fighting her way back into figure skating. Only 1 season so far. Hopefully there's going to be a season 2 because I like the show. It's very good. Now, number 1. My favorite show. And this one is probably the only, is the only one on this list that is not original from Netflix. It is called The 100. 6 seasons so far. It comes on CW. The 7th season, which will be the last season, I think comes out in May. I've been trying to get people on this show forever. Trying to get people to watch this show. And I can't seem to get anybody. Because, this show is one of my favorite shows I've ever seen. I'm not even just talking about on Netflix. I'm talking about ever. For some reason, I kind of like shows or movies about the end of the world. I gravitate towards them for some reason. Don't ask me why. But the 100, it's set 100 years after a nuclear apocalypse, and 100 kids or criminals who are living in arcs in space are sent to Earth to see if it's livable again. And it's almost like the society where you have all these kids trying to live by themselves. No parents, nobody around, just the kids. And they got to live by themselves. That's basically, without getting too far into it and spoiling stuff, that's what it's about. 100 kids sent from space who live and grew up on space trying to see if Earth is livable again. They're my 5 shows on Netflix that you should really check out. If you're looking for something on Netflix, got nothing to do, need the distraction, there you go. There are 5 shows on Netflix that you might not know about. And I'm telling you, the 100, give it a chance. Give it a chance, man. It is probably my favorite show I've ever seen. Now, it's not my favorite, but it's up there. It's one of my favorites ever. So there you go. There's my 5 shows. Put down in the comment section if there's any shows that you know of that I might not know of or anybody else might not know of. I'll talk about the more popular ones. People know about the popular ones. I'm talking about ones that people might not know about. Put it down in the comment section. Until next time, I'm out.